What's up, agents, and welcome back to another vendor reset video. It's the 10th of March 2026. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Let's get straight into it with a Mozambique special. If you want perfect breadbasket, but it's not the best. Looking through everything else, there's nothing stand out here. Not a great start. Let's move on.
That simple.
Morning clan vendor. He's got a Throff with perfect immobilize. If you like these kind of guns, I don't know. I don't like the talent type. We've got a Foundry Bulwark chest piece. It's a bit of a rarity to see one of these, especially with Hasbro in the clan vendor. This might be worth picking up if you've not got one already. A maxed armor backpack. Great if you need to max out the core attributes if you're a newer player. Perhaps pick that up for your library. We've got a shiny monkey mask, which again is pretty great. It's got skill haste almost maxed, meaning you can change the chance to either crit to skill damage or maybe status effects, depending on what kind of build that you are running. The Grupo backpack is potentially good if you're using a shotgun build for it. Everything else is garbage. Let's move on. The Countdown vendor has got a gear shift. I never saw that coming. It was available in the current anniversary track. So I guess we have got our... Well, is it in the open world pool? I don't think it's in the open world drop pool. So it's in the vendor pool. So that is definitely interesting. Let me know if you had one drop randomly with LMG targeted loot. But it's a pretty good one. Change the swap speed to perhaps crit chance or damage to armor, whatever it is that you need, and you've not got a lot of optimization needed here. So you've got bad luck from the anniversary caches or from the event pass. I would probably pick this one up. Same with the Night Watcher. This is good if you're going to run it for a red build because the crit chance is already really high. You can change the core attribute here to weapon damage, but that would definitely be situational for some kind of scanner pulse build. Let's move on. Over at the theatre, we've got a Whisper, which is not a great gun if you ask me, but if you want one, you can pick it up. The rules are not terrible. Just change the damage to armor to damage to target out of cover. We have got some Murakami gloves if you want to go skill haste and then change the skill damage to repair skills. Everything else not so great. Let's move on. Down at the castle, we've got yet another gear shift for sale. What is going on? This one is very similar. I think the Countdown one vendor is better, but obviously you need Countdown credits for this. You can just use in-game currency for this one, so maybe pick this one up and just change the reload speed to perhaps crit chance or damage to armor, whatever it is that you are rolling for. But it certainly gives a good opportunity to get multiple of these very, very easily, maybe for expertise or something like that. We've got a good Grupo mask that could be crit chance, crit damage very easily with not a lot of optimization needed. Also a really good unit alloys holster that could be crit chance, crit damage. And yes, I know there is a named variant of this, but a crit chance, crit damage version does come in handy in some builds and some situations. That's going to be it. Let's move on. At the campus, we've got Salvo, speaking of the unit alloys holster. Not terrible. You can change the weapon handling to whatever you like. We've got the military MK46, the non-named variant with damage to armor, so a good roll. One of my favorite LMGs in the game. You can put whatever talent you want on this, although I would be preferred to take this with critical hit chance. We've got a good shiny monkey mask here with skill damage on. You could change the weapon handling to skill haste, and that would be good for a skill build. Everything else is kind of garbage. Let's move on. DZ West has got a Harmony if you want it. It has got a really good police MK17 with damage to target out of cover already on. I mean, this gun is not top of its tier. But if you want it, it's here available for DZ credits. But in all honesty, I would either craft it or farm it from Countdown rather than waste DZ credits that are a bit harder to come by. Tip of the spear set of gloves, Eclipse Protocol knees, some armor regen gloves with armor regen. Again, though, this is just something you could perhaps craft or get from Countdown fairly easy. We have got some really good China Light knees with skill haste and skill damage on. Again, these are kind of great, but if you're doing a skill build or maybe an explosive damage build, I would farm these elsewhere and not waste 101 DZ credits on it. Let's move on. DZ East has got a Carnage. I really like this LMG. You could change the headshot damage to critical hits chance, but again, it comes with that warning. It's probably better obtained elsewhere. We've got a Hasbro Cavalier Mask, an Umbra Initiative holster that's got max weapon damage on if anybody is newer to the game and needs that for their library. A good Urban Lookout Mask with crit damage on, could be crit chance, crit damage very, very easily. But if you're building into this, potentially you're probably building into Marksman, and you probably wanted headshot and weapon handling. So just be warned with that. Let's move on. DZ South has got a swap chain with damage target out of cover, but I don't like perfect unwavering, so I definitely would not recommend. We have got a Tipping Scales backpack and a Tipping Scales chest piece. The backpack is really good, especially if you've tried out my recent LMG build with the big owl. I definitely would recommend. We have got, oh, I thought it was going to be so good. I thought it was a crit chance, crit damage spotter, Badger Tough chest. It fell off the mark there. Let's see what else we've got. Everything else garbage. Let's move on. In Brooklyn at the bridge, we've got a Tommy gun, which is an easy pass. Everything else looks like a really easy pass here. Yeah, headshot damage, we would not take it. The mods are trash. Let's move on. At the Haven vendor, and it's always great when you run into somebody using your apparel, we have got the Tactical Vector, which is no good. M700 Carbon is no good. The Sausage is no good. The Profit, I mean, you could change the mag size to damage target out of cover, but Perfect Determined is currently still not as good as regular Determined, so that's a pass. The Wyvern knees are pretty good. These could be skill haste, skill damage fairly easily. We have got some garbage mods. Let's go and check out the main man. Looking for Roy to save us. Come on, Roy. What have we got today? And Roy, yet again. I mean, if you're doing an armor build or a tank build, these gloves could come in. They've got armor regen on. You could change the health to whatever else you needed. Perhaps Hasbro. So there's potentially something there. Everything else is garbage though. Roy, you let us down yet again. But that's going to be it for the video. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And as always, agents, I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye. P.S. Let me know what you think about the thumbnails that I've been doing recently. If you hear this at the end of the video, I appreciate it to be put down below in the comments. Thanks, bye.